Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, and you may not know that because things look a little different right now. I'm trying to figure out lighting and all that stuff, so we've got some differences and some changes on the way. See what works. I hope this is all right. This is just a little room divider I borrowed from my sister, so thank you, Salty. Dominic is so happy today. He was such a side note. He was such a good baby today. We had a follow-up appointment. I took him to the ER this past weekend. My baby has asthma, so it gets a little precarious sometimes. So he's so much better than he was. But he was so good for his appointment. I thought this boy was gonna be bodying me and dragging me here, there, and everywhere, kicking, screaming, causing all the shenanigans. And he was a little angel. He only fussed like twice when they were trying to get his pulse ox. There's something about having things on his toe. He's not here for it. And then when she was trying to listen to his lungs in the back, he was like, "Girl, what you doing?" But besides that, he was a little angel. It was so wonderful. And he was saying all these things I had never heard him say before, which was great. And then we went to the grocery store. The last time, sorry about this tangent, but you know, parenthood. The last time I took my son to the store, I drove all the way out 30 minutes to the grocery store that I prefer. When I tell you my son dogged me, would not get in the cart, he fought me so hard. I put him back in that car and turned around and went straight home. I called Salty. I was like, "Girl, these childrens, I tell you." Okay. But today, he got in the cart, no problem. He was a little angel. Everybody, when we got to the doctor's office, everybody was trying to talk to him. I don't know how you feel if you are a parent of a small child or were a parent of a small child. How you feel about people just trying to talk to your child? I don't like it. I don't like it. I really gotta remind myself that my face is my face. And my voice can be my voice. So when we were trying to get in the elevator, I like to go on the elevator by ourselves. Not for germs, I mean, that's a bonus, but mostly because he doesn't like the elevator and I have to get down to his level and I have to sing a little song. And by the time I've seen the first verse of it's a very short song from Simple Songs, he's okay. And so we got to the elevator and this lady, I mean, as we was rolling up, this lady was trying to talk to my son, and I just was like, I didn't even look at her because I was like, my face is not going to be friendly. Dominic was just looking at her like, right? And so when they got on the elevator, she was like, "Oh, come on." I said, "Oh, no, we like to go by ourselves." And she was like, "Oh, are you going to press the buttons? Are you going to press the buttons?" And Dominic is like, exactly, that's my son. That's my son. He's not a Capricorn, but could have fooled me. But anyways, we had a great day. He's out there playing and he's probably gonna crash. I know that boy is tired, but you know, children, they just don't care. But anyways and anywho, I'm sorry. Welcome to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch. You know that because one, I repeated it, and two, I just be flapping my gums. Mostly because I'm exhausted. So this is like that little burst of energy you get because your body's like, what do we do? Do we go to sleep or do we just go full throttle? So I decided to do a little makeup before I take a shower and wash my hair. And this is what we have. So this is the third palette in my Beauty Bay playlist. We are working with the Bright Mattes. So this is the 42 pan palette, and it's just a really beautiful rainbow palette, okay? So I want to do a video per palette as I begin. So I want to do 2 looks per palette until we cycle through all 8 of them, and then I might just do them in bulk. I don't know, I might just continue with the 2. The goal is always 10 at the minimum when I do videos like this. The only time I'm gonna like deviate from that and maybe do less is when I'm doing my spotlights, because those are supposed to be a little bit quicker, okay? But I wanted to do, what I wanted to talk about when it comes to this matte palette is because it's all mattes, I found myself not knowing what the hell I was doing as I was doing this look. I don't know if it's going to be succinct enough when I'm doing the editing for you to catch the moments where I'm like, where I'm a little confused, because I typically start a look without anything in mind. I rarely look for references or inspiration. I literally just look at the palette and go, what do I want to do today? Or I think about what colors have I already used, what formations have I already done, or what haven't I done in a long time that I would like to do. So when I started this look, I knew I wanted green, I knew I wanted something dark, maybe purple, maybe blue, but I didn't know anything else. I actually started with the intention of doing a halo eye, but that did not happen. Okay, so we ended up with more of a cut crease type deal. And of course, I did pull in my DD Signature Chromebook Volume 1 because 1, I'm addicted to it. 2, I'm using my color cases because I want to see if I can get the true shades to show up. And then after I do, figure out ways to bring out the flips in those shades. So the shade I'm using right now is so beautiful. It's called Twinkle Toes, and it looks like that. And that is pretty much true to the pan of what it looks like on my eyes. And because the shade has a little bit of a green flip and I put it next to green, it just looks gorgeous together. And I actually took a little bit of lavender haze and put that on the very edges, so we're getting just a squinch of blue as well. So the only reason why I said I don't think I really knew what I was doing is because I actually blended out my green with a light blue, and I think that was about the part, or that was about the moment I was like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? And then of course I have orange blush on, so I was like, I think I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with this palette, specifically because it is a matte palette, all matte, so I'm not going to get any shimmers. So I just wanted a really good foundation for possible shimmers. But the fact that this kind of overwhelmed me, but the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the blend palette, doesn't overwhelm me, was a little bit weird. So I definitely feel like, I think I said it with my fiery video, I feel like these palettes, if you buy the 42 pan, you're gonna get a lot of variety. It's gonna be fun, but it might cause you to have to think a little bit more in depth before you get started. And this formula is still it's still an eyeshadow formula that I would say don't use too many shades. So by the time I got the first shade down, that green, and then I blended out the top of it with that blue, I already realized I had an issue. I used a mid-tone green. So if I wanted to deepen my crease but didn't want to turn this into like a smoky eye or bring in too much blue, I said, ooh, I gotta use another green, but I might not get that much of a gradient. Now I think I can see a decent gradient, but it still almost looks like it was just one shade of green, more applied in one area and then faded out. P.S. Do you like my nails? I love my nails. My thumbs popped off. My thumbs are very thin. They popped off while I was getting my son out of his car seat. So that's okay. I'm going to use Build-A-Jet for those. But isn't that pretty? I'm like in my glitter nude era and I love it. But anyways, yeah, so I felt like I got a little bit lost, and I was like, ooh, so I literally had to slow down and be like, how do we make this concise? How do you finish this without ruining it? Because I was that close to starting over, and I don't have time for that. Okay, I want to take my shower and wash my scalp because it's aching. Not itching, girl, it's aching, and be ready and in that bed by the time my husband brings me dinner because he's cooked. I was supposed to make it, but my husband is so sweet. He was like, you can lay down, I'll make it. So but yeah, I like the Beauty Bay formula, but it is one that you need a little bit of caution, just a little bit of caution, you know, tread lightly, don't just jump on in. And if you do 2 or 3 shades, call it a day. And then adding your own shimmers, or if you're using the palette, the shimmers, I feel like you can layer, and I like as many shimmers as you can get on your face, really. I mean, Guinness World Book of Record that shit to me, you know, excuse my French, I'm sorry. I should be like Dion and let you know that I do swear, so if you dislike that, I'm sorry. But yeah, so exactly, Dominic. So this is the look that I have. This is the first look, and I just wanted to do the video talking with this one so I would remember the feelings that I had of being like, ooh, what are you doing? Are you aware of what you're doing? But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna drink some waters. I can't remember if I took my vitamins today. I think I did, but I'm not sure, so we'll take them tomorrow. But drink some waters, take your vitamins, take a beat, check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, and I hope you can do whatever you need to do to feel good. I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. But until then, take care. Okay, bye.